Hey, it's Genius Thoughts. I'm Gene Bleeker, the eyes, ears, and voice of real estate business and the community. And thank you again for watching Genius Thoughts. I've got two, not one, but two great celebrities today, Leo and Jason Ohn. Thank you guys for being on the program today.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, you are so welcome. Leo, you always have like the most amazing smile. I don't know if you were in the world of dental before you got into real estate, but that's a question for later. But you
Okay,
got a great smile.
thank
And
you.
oh, you're so welcome. And Jason, you are just like the inventor upon inventors, and I love that about the two of you. You guys are great real estate agents. You work hard, you play hard, you do a really great job. And the thing that I really enjoy about the two of you is that you guys are the biggest team players I've ever met in the real estate game. You're very talented at what you do.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Well, you know what? You guys deserve it. Yeah, I mean, listen, before we even begin, I mean, the way that you guys helped me when I put together my very first honors tribute and how you guys just jumped right on and said, whatever we can do, we can do it. And then you just made something good into something fantastic. So, I owe you so much. And I just want you to know how much I appreciate you truly.
Well, we really appreciate you too, Gene, for all the different networking that we've done with you and all the different people we met because of you and all the different people that keep mentioning how they know you everywhere we go. I mean, it's amazing. It really
Well,
is.
I guess that's a good thing, as long as it's like not my parole officer, or people like that. I'm okay with that. All right, so tell me a little bit more about yourselves and about your family. Love to hear your story.
Well, we have 3 kids, from my first marriage, but Jason is the great stepdad. We have 7 grandkids.
Wow.
Uh, 4 of them are in Michigan and 3 are in Texas. So we have a nice big family and we love it. We love the grandkids and one of them's really into fishing. So that's a huge thing, especially with Grandpa Jason doing all the fishing he does.
Okay, I get that. So, Jason, tell us a little bit more about your family.
So we came over from Taiwan when I was 6 and grew up in the San Fernando Valley. I've got a couple of sisters, and my mother's still here. But yeah, we're here. I grew up in the San Fernando Valley. We're from Taiwan, but basically we're Taiwanese American. I mean, you really can't tell. I always say that the only immigrant here with an accent is her.
Yes. So, how did the two of you meet? How was your love story?
Oh my
Don't
gosh.
tell me it was
So
online.
it
Don't tell
was
me.
online.
It was
It
Uh,
was.
so back in the day, AOL had chat rooms, and there was a chat room called Asian Love. And guess who was looking for?
ah,
That's
and
where she found me.
But you can't just say a chat room called Asian Love. When I tell people the story, it's Asian Love.
And my joke is always she found the dumbest and poorest one.
okay, don't sugarcoat it. Tell me how you feel about that. Oh my God, that is so great. So you met online. I mean, I hear so many times so many people have met online, and they've done a brilliant job in doing that. So cheers to you. So you met online. Where'd you guys go on your first date?
Oh, Mackinac Island. Yeah, she
Where?
flew to Mackinac. So you know where Somewhere in Time was filmed? That movie with Christopher Reeve and Jane
Seymour.
Seymour. Yeah.
Right?
So it's right between peninsulas in Michigan. It's that little island with and there's a bridge near there, but it's they don't have motorized vehicles. They only have horses. So it's really pretty in concept, but in real life, it actually smells like horse manure in the streets and stuff. But it's so nice. It
It's
really is.
that bad. It's a beautiful island, and they have the Grand Hotel.
Right?
It's been in lots of movies, but Somewhere in Time was the big movie that was filmed up there. So you can walk around the whole island, and there's plaques where certain scenes had taken place with
Oh, how
Christopher Reeve
cool.
and Jane Seymour. So if anyone has not seen that movie, they really should.
It is a
It,
beautiful
it's
island. It really
yeah.
is beautiful. It was so beautiful that she had us walking around the entire island the first date, and then she melted my shoes walking so much.
He had flip flops on, and it was hot. And they heat up after a while and his flip-flops started melting.
Okay, that's okay. I mean, it's a hot love romance. I understand that. So you had a great first date. You had a wonderful time. And I think that's a great story, by the way. I mean, I could make some comments already, but I'm not. This is so peachy. I got to keep it totally peachy. But I absolutely love that. Love that. So, what brought you into the wonderful world of real estate?
Well, I'll start with my. I got my license in '03. I was working for an IT company writing software. And I just felt like I needed to do something else, especially with real estate going the way it is. But I joined when the market was already hot, going hot, right? So I joined in '03, got my license, and I joined a brokerage, Century 21 down the street, and I joined with 100 other people that month. I had no idea. So when I
Wow.
when I joined, I didn't realize there was really no support back at there's the internet was kind of budding. There wasn't as lot as far as support, and I just kind of gave it up after a couple of months. And then we moved to Houston. My job actually had us move to Houston in '05, and we were there all this time.
Hmm.
We finally came back to California in '22, and that's when she was thinking, "Go ahead."
Yeah, I was already studying for my real estate here because I knew we were coming back. So when I got back, I took the exam and got my license. And I had always wanted to do it back when I lived in Michigan before I knew Jason. I tried then, but didn't pass. I only took it once, didn't pass. And I'm like, forget it. So it was always something that was there, but
Right.
I never followed through. If I'd have taken the test again in Michigan, who knows, right? So it
Right.
was kind of that's what happened, and we got here, and as they say, the rest is history.
And I came back into it because I'd go with her on open houses, and I'd walk around and just do tours, but I couldn't. My license wasn't active, and people would come and ask me questions like, "No, I can't answer."
Right.
So that's why basically it was supporting her, but also the team that she had joined. They were really supportive, and the people, the mentorship, it was amazing. So I thought, why not? Why not help
Right.
out?
And then you said, full steam ahead. I'm ready to go. Right.
Definitely.
So, what was like the best advice somebody ever gave you about real estate? Trace?
Gosh,
Real?
I know, right?
I, I would say, I'm not. I don't know if I'm even paraphrasing it, and I can't really remember specifically who said this, because I've heard it so many different times and from different
Right.
people. But I'm pretty sure, in conversation, collaboration versus competition to me has always been the biggest thing in real estate, and it's such a huge change from what I saw back in 2003 to
Right.
now. So
Right.
right now, collaborating with people makes such a big difference. The other saying is 50% of something is way better than 100% of nothing, right? And
Right.
if you're collaborating with people, there's always some type of deal that you can put together. There's always something you can help someone work. There's always something that you can give someone else a lead and refer, and you're making friends. And if you're working in a business model where it's great to have that collaboration because you're bringing other people into that business model, that even makes and that helps you financially. That even makes it even better.
I
And
love
for
that.
me, I think also, it's hard to just say one thing, right?
Right.
But networking, if I could tell anybody that's going to be a realtor, networking, get your face out there, make friends, go to different meetings, and just get to know everybody. Let them see who you are, as a person. Not all business. There needs to be some fun in there as well. So people want to see the real you, not a
Exactly.
pretense cover.
Exactly. And you were awarded with a very private award that I only give to a very small handful of agents, which was my Golden Globe Award. Because you did exactly what you're talking about, how you really always put your arms out to welcome people. You were friendly, you were kind, you were just so welcoming. And I think that was one of the things that really attracted me to the two of you on just how great you are in working with people. Because, sometimes real estate can be a very lonely planet if people make it that way, you know? But when people join our group, it's people like you that have turned it from a really good organization to a really great organization because I think people need to be welcomed. I think people really need to connect. And I think there's a lot of people out there that have a challenge doing just that. But with the two of you, you just make this place one big happy home.
Oh,
Thank
well,
you.
thank you. You have great people in your groups. I mean, the best of the best, right?
Right?
That's the slogan, if that's, what it is. But yeah, you bring together amazing people, and we're really thankful for that we're surrounded with a group that we can trust, that we love, that we can share. So
Oh,
thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome. I mean, listen, you are the best of the best in real estate because you put your clients first. I love it that you are leaders in the community because you put the community and the consumer first. I love it that you are the who's who in business because it's all about taking care of your clients. And I think those are really three great attributes that you bring to the table. And I love you guys for that. Um,
Thank
Oh, you're so
Thank
welcome. You're so welcome. So, crazy market, right? Jason, you've been in the business a long time. Leo, you've got into the market not as long as Jason, but you've really got your feet planted in this business. There's good, there's bad, there's ugly, and there's awesome to this market right now. I'm going to start with you, Jason. Would you like to share your thoughts on the good, the bad, the ugly, and the awesome from your perspective? And Leo, you can jump in on any time that you want to.
Okay.
Well, so I'll start with the good. And the good to me in this market is this is where, what is it? The rubber meets the road. So when you have agents working right now and pushing through this type of market, y- these are the agents that are going to succeed once the market picks up. I mean, when I joined in '03, I was at the I joined at this top of the hyperbole when we're down here and we're working, struggling, and pushing through this and bringing other people in on this side. That's where you're going to have like the strongest agents when the market picks back up. So figuring out this market right now gives you those challenges and that mental gymnastics where you understand now it's it's so difficult to put together transactions, but you're still doing it. So when things get easier, when things get much better, it's going to be so much easier to collaborate with people. You've already built out this network of people. So that's the good. The bad is, yeah, definitely, people are struggling. And there's not a whole lot of things going on. There's not as many transactions. Uh, and there's
Houses are sitting on the market a lot longer. It's, I have shown a couple of properties to an investor, and one of them was pretty scary. And I took bear spray with me, BEAR, bear spray, just so I felt safer going up this mountain
because
I was going up. So, there might be bears in the house, Goldilocks wasn't home. So
Exactly. Right.
it just, so this isn't selling sunset,
Right.
this is real life. And we wear our tennis shoes, and when it's 100 degrees outside, I'm in shorts climbing up mountain stairs to go show a property that's going to be torn down, and the mountain's falling down on the retaining wall. So no, there's things like that also. It's not all glamour and glitz.
But here's the awesome part about this type of market, right? So with our business model in EXP, we're able to recruit people into the model, and that recruitment helps create a revenue stream for that recruitment. So all these people are leaving the real estate industry. They're getting full-time jobs. They're trying to find something as far as income, right? So when the market picks back up, they'll need to come back in. And if you stay into the market, with the small business model, you're the person bringing them into the fold. And we already know one person who has left the market. Well, I didn't leave the market, but they left the EXP, and they're already staying. They want to come back and meet us once things pick up. So yeah, this is the time to set up for that long term a gain of like this 5-year plan that I've been thinking about. And having the right business model really helps out.
Gotcha. So Leo, what do you say to buyers right now about the market? I'm sure you've had plenty of conversations with them.
Yeah, that's a tough one because a lot of them are hanging on to their checkbook, right? They're concerned with mortgage rates, but then we discuss with them, we have great lenders that we work with, and they have great programs to buy down points so that your mortgage is at 4.5% instead of 7. There are options out there. So we don't want to scare people off. We want to give them options and guide them through it to make the best decision for themselves, because you never want to force somebody to buy something they're not ready for. So it's about them, it's about their pocketbook and making the best decision.
So what you're telling people is buy the home, don't buy the interest rate,
Well, when
right?
I got, well, is it? No, you don't have to buy the interest rate because you can buy down, or you can have
Exactly.
the seller help with that. So there's definitely options out there. But we are seeing a lot of price reductions right now.
Yeah.
So it's opening it up to more people.
And I tell people this is time right now. You can have a certain small amount of small window where you can put in an offer like this and really just throw an offer in and see what happens, because they're not getting offers.
Right.
The listings are sitting for 30, 60, 90 days.
We're seeing a lot more popping on the
Right.
market too, even in our neighborhood. There's like 3 signs gone up. And I'm like, and I've walked this neighborhood for 3 years, but it's not my sign outside. But everybody knows a realtor, right? It seems that way. So you can't fault people for who they go with. You just kind of have to be there at the right time.
But yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
If you put an offer in right now, you're going to get some traction. And if you're not going to get any traction right now, you'll get it in the month, because they're going to come back and say, yeah, we haven't gotten an offer in 30 days. I mean, the only offer I know was a low ball, but now a month later, we're only dropping price close to that. Can you come back with that same offer? So you never know. That's what I feel like the market's
it
going right now.
again,
Yeah.
all they can say is no, right? The seller can say no.
This is definitely a buyer's market.
Right. Well, I know you guys just were completing a video kind of showing off your marketing team. That you do have a marketing team, which I say congratulations to you. And I think that's really great that you get to share tools like that with potential sellers when they say, why me? You say, what? I got my own marketing team, my own advertising team, my own social media team, video team. I've got my own podcast team to help sell your home for full market value. To me, that's the wow factor. Absolutely the wow factor on why you're doing such a great job. And I think, if those neighbors would have known what you brought to the table, it would have been a whole new ball game. And they're going, what was I not thinking? Listening
Yeah.
with your own family, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I,
we have a great group around us. And we had an amazing meeting last week on a Zoom to help us. So, there's always learning to do. It doesn't matter how long you've been doing this or how short of a time you've been doing this. Every day you learn something new, and every day the people that are around us help us succeed.
exactly. I don't know about you. Are you guys like readers? Do you guys read books? Um, you can say
I
no.
No, I mean, I read magazines.
Okay.
I don't really read books, but I write children's books.
Okay.
So there's
That's
that.
something that's something I didn't know about you. But I've been reading books and rereading them. I was just telling my wife Kelly a couple of days ago that I've been reading this book. I'm on reading it again for the third time because it was such a really great book that Brian Tracy, one of my mentors, wrote. It was called High Trust Selling. It was like such a phenomenal book, and I read it twice, and I have my little yellow highlighter on pages that I really liked, and then I read it again. I'm reading it again now. It is just such a big component of always learning, just like you guys are doing, because I think you guys are amplify the word trust, and I think that's why people are attracted to you, because I think trust is so important in this business, and I think you do a phenomenal job in showing it off without showing it off. You know what I mean? You know, and I
And
think
real
right,
is just where it's at. Yeah.
exactly, exactly. So let me ask you a question. You guys are really great at what you do, but if we could talk about your strengths, Jason, what would you consider your biggest strength is in real estate? And then Lee, I'll go to you next.
So, my biggest strength in real estate is probably the different hobbies I've had and the different skill sets I've had to apply to our marketing in real estate. So, as you know, I do 3D printing, and I really focused on 3D printing when we first started doing real estate as a marketing avenue. And it's gotten bigger and bigger. I just went to the Anaheim EXP and had created a full EXP purse and sold it to the vice president of the luxury division, and she wants to push that product in
Miami.
yeah, in Miami. I mean, it was such an amazing meeting with her. But yeah, that and the business cards that I create, the purse card holders I create, everything about that. Plus, you've seen, of course, the digital billboard that we have with your video
I
on
saw that.
it to me, standing out in this market as an agent, I mean, we don't have the history. We have a couple of years in the industry, so we don't have the 20-year history that some people have with real estate. But we do have something that stands out. You know, something that products that we stand out that makes us stand out next to other agents based on just what the wow factor. So that plus, you know, the things that we do with the Eclipse Academy with you, things that help us stand out. That really is the most important to
I agree.
get us ahead of everybody else.
Well, you know
And
what? I like your mindset. Don't compete, change the game, right? I love that. So, Leah, what about you? Let's talk about your strength.
well, I tag along on Jason's coattails as far as all that goes. I mean, we have the sidecar motorcycle, which makes us different. People love that bike. But I just feel like I'm a good, honest person that would not lead a client astray just for a check. It's not worth it to me to not be trustworthy for the client. Um, and I'm going to say my accent because we were at a networking event that was like not a round table, it was like a dating, the 5 minute speed networking is what it was called, not speed dating, speed networking. So people got to ask you a question, and they're like, one of the questions I got was, what's your biggest advantage you have in real estate? And I said, my accent. And they looked at me and I go, what, people like to talk to me, as soon as they hear me talking, and they go, you know what, you're right. Yeah, that's an unfair advantage because
Ah,
we don't have an accent, So I just thought that was kind of funny. But yeah.
I do feel that also as a team, we complement each other because we are complete opposites in our skill sets, right? And I like to say this about her. When she can go to 10 different showings and remember every single house, every single thing about the house, everything about like where it can be expanded, where an ADU can go, what's wrong with it, what's great about it. I think four walls and the roof, whatever. You don't have to show me. She even shows me pictures on them. I don't need to see it. I'll see it on if we go there, but I don't really care. She's the exact opposite of me, but she cannot do a single bit of paperwork.
I
And I
don't like
love
paperwork.
right?
Nope.
I love the paperwork. I love the marketing side. I love doing all that other side. So we complement each other because we're opposites on that.
love that. I absolutely love that. So, you talk a lot about real estate and you talk a lot about connecting and you talk a lot about networking. If somebody was new to this business, or if there's somebody you feel was stumbling in this business, what advice would you give a real estate agent right now?
They're stumbling in this business. It's not because of the market. It's not because of the company. It's because of the people they know or they don't know. That to me personally is why we're succeeding the way we are. That's basically it. If we didn't know all these different people, if we didn't have this network of people that we worked with, we wouldn't be the people that we are now, which is the exact same thing. We love working with different people. Just this weekend, just this Saturday, I set up one of our agents that we recruited into EXP about a month and a half ago asked me to do an open house with them. Well, as I was going out to put out the signs, I noticed there was an open house 2 doors down. So I went down there just to say, hey, how's it going? And to try to coordinate the open house signs, because there was a few turns into the neighborhood from the main road. And it was her first open house. It was this lady's first open house. She didn't have open house signs. She was there alone by herself. She started talking about the lack of support, lack of mentorship. And so I decided, okay, we'll bring people into your open house. I'll put out the signs. And then I just said, you know what, don't worry about it, Ben. You take care of this open house. I'll do the open house with her and help her out with this open house. To me, supporting other people, regardless of what brokerage they are, it's the network. It's a network of people that you know. You could be in a terrible business, job, as far as pay. The company is terrible, no benefits. If you work with a group of people that are awesome, you're going to remember that job as people that you work with. If you work in a company that's got great benefits and great pay, but you work with a team that you hate, you're going to always remember that you hated that job.
There's a saying, and I'm sure you remember it: you are the company you keep. So if you're around good people, good's going to come, right? If you're around negative people that are always down, it's you absorb that. So we need to be sponges, and we need to surround ourselves with the best networks. And that's exactly what we have done.
So I was talking again about the person that we recruited into the company. The question that really got him into the company was when I asked him, when was the last time you spoke to the person that sponsored you? And he said that when they first sponsored us. At EXP, we don't have any type of responsibility to help anybody we sponsor. I don't understand why. Because if they're succeeding, you're succeeding. So why not help them? And that to me is a paramount thing of bringing people in. I need to help them succeed. I need to do what I can with my skill set to make them stand out just as much as I try to stand up for myself.
Love that. I love that. This book that I've been reading, it said that you should be telling 100 people what you do without asking them for business, just telling them who you do. They say you have no idea how many doors will open for you and how many things you will learn just telling people about what you do without even asking, do you know anybody who's thinking about buying or selling? I mean, I thought, what a great idea. And you being at this convention that EXP put together, I'm sure you've learned so much at that gathering, correct?
No, definitely.
Without a doubt. But the big buzz I'm hearing from the two of you, it's about networking, it's about connecting, it's about being a leader, it's about being a role model, it's about doing all the things that I wished everybody in real estate would do, because there are so many me people, and there are so many people that really need the we concept of we working together, as a team. And, I got to tip my hat to you, Jason, for you to take time to help that other agent. I guarantee she's not going to forget it. And hopefully she'll pay it forward and do something nice for somebody else. Because that was just really great at what you did. And, Leo, she's got no problem running an open house, without a doubt. She's got no problem whatsoever. With that accent, I'd walk around. Oh my God, I'd walk around with a pot of tea and just saying, come on in, welcome home.
Well, I have to tell people, well, go take a look around if you have any questions. And they're like, well, where are you from? And, and that gets going. Oh, do you know John Smith? He lives in wherever. I'm like, no, I don't. It's
That's
just
so
kind
funny.
of, yeah.
Feeding on that polar opposites thing. So the open house I did was with Ben, and it was in Woodland Hills, and it was near the two open houses next door. But because I was doing that with him, she had 2 open houses she had to do. So she brought in mahogany. Two, right? And one ended up not having power, so no AC, nothing. And the other She
The
could.
AC wasn't working. So
Oh,
it was a very, very hot Saturday for myself and Mahogany. And we were sitting in one of the units because it had furniture. The other one, everything was gone. And so when anybody would come, we had to walk over to the other unit, which meant going outside, going up 3 flights of stairs, getting into the other one, in 90-degree weather. And I tell you, Gene, when I left there, my pants were wet. And I'm like, but you do what you have to do, right? You just
Right?
get it done and you're there for when guests want to come tour the property. But that was one of those, this is not selling sunset moments.
Well, I learned a lot about the two of you. I
Uh,
mean, you talk a lot about shoes and rubber and burning, and I've learned a lot from you from your dating days to previewing homes and thinking you're going to be attacked by a bear. I totally get the two of you, but you guys are just absolutely two of the most wonderful people. And I was going to ask you a question about networking, but I think you already answered that one.
yep.
That networking is the buzz, and everybody needs to do it, right? Everybody
Yes.
needs to do so. So before
Yeah.
we adjourn today, any last thoughts that you want to share with our viewers today? Leo, let's start with you.
I would say don't give up. Just keep plugging through, just keep pushing. And if you need help, reach out to us. We're always here. It doesn't matter what brokerage you're with. We can help you as much as we can. And we don't mind doing that. We don't mind doing anything. It's, we're here. So that's what I would say. Just don't give up. Just keep it going till things start getting better. And then we'll be in there. We're on the ground floor now, but we just got to stick there and get through that rough period.
You got it. Jason?
I would say feedback. Feedback is important between people. If you are talking to people, and out of 10 people that you talk to in real estate, as far as coworkers or networking people, and 1 or 2 people, that one person feedback gives you feedback constantly back and forth, that's the person you want to work with. And they want to work with you because they're giving you feedback. And that's how you build out your best networks, is people that want to work together.
I couldn't have put it better. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason and Leo Ohn, great celebrities. They are amazing at what they do. And I'm so glad the two of you were on my program today. You have no idea how much I really loved it. And I hope you come back. I hope you come back.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Oh, you shall see me next week and the week after. And, we'll just be networking away. So, ladies
Thank
and
you for
gentlemen.
having us. We really appreciate it and everything you do.
Yes.
Oh, I appreciate the two of you just as
Oh,
much.
And I want to mention also that open house. I had my backpack and someone said, "Oh, that's Gene." They knew you. Some random person.
Crazy, crazy world. Well, I got that celebrity face. I don't know where I got it from, but I got it. All right. Love you guys. You have a wonderful day. Oh, you're so welcome. And ladies and gentlemen, that's it for our show today. I will see you next week on Genius Thoughts. Have a great day, and we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, it's the Mortgage Doc, and you're listening to another power-packed episode of the Mortgage Doc Spotlight, exclusively inside the Exclusive Academy for Real Estate Professionals. We've got 7 fresh listings on deck today, ranging from hilltop hideaways to turnkey townhomes, and we're giving big-time credit to the agents bringing them to life. Let's kick off things and dive into today's lineup. We have Joanna Bradner, a listing at 32031 Emerald Lane in Castaic, California, 91384. This is our solar soak and chill. This is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. Living square feet on this one is 1,740 square feet, listing at $699,500. This stone gate beauty comes with its own solar system, which means energy saving while you relax. Spacious living areas flow right out to the private backyard patio oasis, your go-to zone for dinner parties or downtime. Enjoy resort-style amenities like a pool, a spa, a fitness center, clubhouse, and even RV boat and storage. Landscape front and backyards add curb appeal and quiet privacy to this move-in ready gem. And let's not forget, Castaic Lake is just around the corner for your weekend escapes. Joanna Bradner has your next sunny sanctuary ready to tour. Right. Stacy Havener with a listing at 1320 Woodland Drive in Pine Mountain Club, California 93222. This is our log cabin looker. It is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,260 square feet of living area with a listing at $369,000. It is perched on a peaceful hillside. This rustic chic retreat offers mountain charm with modern ease. Downstairs hosts your main living space with a cozy living room, a full kitchen, and a 3/4 bath. Upstairs, 2 spacious bedrooms and a full bath await, perfect for restful nights or remote living. A large garage and separate workshop space make this ideal for hobbyists or DIY warriors. With mountain views and cozy vibes, it's move-in friendly cabin dream you'll never want to leave. Stacy Havener brings you high altitude living with the down-to-earth comfort. All right. We have Laura Dietz with a listing at 7861 Cora Street in Sunland, California, 91040. This is the mid-century sweet spot. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Living square feet on this one is 1,480 square feet. Listing at $999,000. This is a classic 1956 rancher is hitting the market for the first time, and it's bursting with warmth and character. Nestled in a serene neighborhood, you'll enjoy quiet mornings, mountain vistas, and nearby hiking trails. Inside, hardwood floors, a cozy fireplace, and vintage built-ins give this home timeless appeal. The kitchen has double ovens, tons of storage, and plus a laundry room with its own exterior access for flex living. Outside, a landscape yard sets the mood for stargazing or entertaining under the SoCal sky. Laura Dietz delivers a charming slice of Sunland history ready for its next chapter. We have Linda Mendoza at 15455 Glen Oaks Boulevard, space number 540 in Stillmore, California, 91342. This is our resort style rocket. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Living square feet on this one is 1,568 square feet. The listing is at $365,000. This is live like you're on vacation every day in this Oak Ridge community showstopper. The landscape front yard and long driveway welcome you home with low maintenance charm. Inside, vaulted ceilings and natural light highlight a bright open layout that flows right into the dining room and stainless steel kitchen. A spa-like primary suite includes dual sinks, soaking tub, a separate shower. You'll never want to leave. With RV storage and resort pool, library, and playground, this place is packed with perks and Sylmar views to match. Linda Mendoza brings you upscale community living at a surprisingly sweet price. And we have Charlie Gonzalez with a listing at 2030 East Donatello Street in Lancaster, California, 93535. This is the modern marvel maker. This is a 5-bedroom, 2-bath. Living square feet on this one is 2,336 square feet. Listing at $519,870. From the quartz countertops to the walk-in pantry, this home is built for comfort, class, and cooking up good times. The guest bedroom is front for privacy, while the luxurious rear primary suite includes a spacious walk-in shower. Need flexibility? A bonus room can easily become a 5th bedroom, home office, or epic Zoom space. The garage is gym ready with pro flooring, and the turf-filled backyard makes maintenance a breeze. Located near parks and local amenities, this modern layout is family-focused and future-ready. Charlie Gonzalez is delivering lifestyle, upgrades, and all-around Lancaster flair. And then we have Craig Martin, a listing at 28727 Calle de la Paz Drive in Valencia, California, 91355. This is the Quad View Cutie. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Living square feet on this one is 1,264 square feet. Listing at $584,800. In the heart of Valencia sits this light-filled townhome with a private porch facing a giant green quad. Yes, we said green space. Inside, the layout flows beautifully with natural light, an updated kitchen and dining space for perfect game night or date night. The oversized primary suite comes with dual sinks, a walk-in closet big enough to get lost in. There's even a loft, office or reading nook, and upstairs laundry to save you the stairs. Toss in a attached garage and walkable neighborhood vibes. This one's a keeper. Craig Martin is serving up Valencia charm with a side of cozy community vibes. All right. We have Mike Emerson and Tracy Ferguson with a listing at 21558 Oak Drive in Saugus, California, 91350. This is the Fountain of Curb Appeal. This is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath. Living square feet on this one is 1,726 square feet. The list price is $749,900. This Acacia 2 home checks all of the boxes. Pre-inspected, low HOA, and no Melrose. High ceilings, natural light make this family room and kitchen feel open and welcoming. The kitchen has it all. Island, upgraded counters, rich cabinetry, and yes, it's entertainer approved. Upstairs, the primary suite is pure retreat with a soaking tub, a walk-in closet to make mornings feel like spa days. A covered patio and trickling water fountain bring the backyard vibes, while the epoxy garage floor keeps everything tidy. Mike Emerson and Tracy Ferguson deliver polished perfection in the heart of Saugus. That wraps another jam-packed round of real estate goodness right here on the Mortgage Doc Spotlight with the exclusive academy for real estate professionals. Big thanks to our rockstar agents for making these listings shine, and to you for tuning in to the stories that sell. We'll be back next week with more market heat, neighborhood gems, and mortgage-friendly magic. Until then, I'm the Mortgage Doc, signing off from the exclusive academy for real estate professionals. See you all next time. Bye, everybody.